I am the future archaeologist. I am method. I speak as a method, situated in a place. Situated in, speaking from, the islands of Orkney. From this archipelago riven from the north of Scotland by the turmoil of oceans, tethered to the world by prehistoric sea passage to Ireland and England, Viking ships to Norway, undersea power cables to Scotland, oil pipeline to the North Sea. But my method, who I am, is future archaeology, not simply a roll call of history. What I do is make futures from fragments of evidence, as archaeologists make pasts from fragments of evidence. I am here in Orkney, making futures from fragments of this place, making evidence and making myself, of course. Standing beside me is the visitor. He has come seeking Orkney futures for investment. See him in his frayed black hooded top, jeans, clean white trainers, surf stubble beard, straight off the plane from some world centre, Beijing, Los Angeles, London. He seeks the marine renewable energy industry here in Orkney, tidal and wave power generation, and site of the so-called jewel in the crown of the Scottish Government, the European Marine Energy Centre. He is here for the energy in the chill air lifting the hairs on your neck, the energy in the salt water you can taste in each breath, the energy that presses hard against the door, holding it shut during the long grey winter storms, the energy in the Atlantic waves that loom vast as they crash over the hilltops into fields and grass, terrifyingly rich renewable resources. I think Silicon Valley is important, the visitor says. What is it about Orkney that is unique, that separates it from the rest of the world? I want to know the secret behind the marine energy business. I want to uncover the secrets of marine renewables. Follow me, visitor. Uncovering secrets is within the realm of archaeology. So follow me, into the Orkney night, into its underworld, to uncover the secrets of its futures. Walk with me. Walk into the heart of Orkney, the heart of Neolithic Orkney World Heritage Site. Walk along the rising isthmus into the dying summer purple heather of the Ring of Brodgar stone circle. See the ring of hills all around us, the lochs encircling us, islands within islands, an island ontic. And see the barrows, the burial mounds, black waves behind the stones. Once, they said, the Trows lived in those mounds, small and fierce, stealer of bodies, enchanters of the night, who would ensnare the unwary visitor and drag them into the mound, perhaps never to return, caught in the land, the Orkney soil forever in their veins. See these stones, visitor. Look carefully at their colour, feel their edges, planes and fissures. They are from many different strata, many different layers of rock from different places, from different people around Orkney. This is a place of construction, which may never have been completed, says an archaeologist. It's an orchestration of a particular people-place, the making of a particular people-place, an island making technology, a technology making island, making enduring futures, an ongoing island experiment. Look through the lichen, marking the 4,000 years through which this technology has stood, and the 4 millennia through which it may yet stand in the future. My family goes back here thousands of years, says a local wholesaler. Orkney is a nation to Orcadians. It's not nationalism, it's pride in your place. So please forgive me if I feel strongly about how it looks. This is my home. Place is a shorthand for people here, explains the Renewable Energy Director. If you depopulated Orkney and filled it with different people, it would not be the same place. Place and people are entwined, inseparable. A particular natural cultural landscape that makes stone circles and renewable energy devices, and is made by them. Now, remember these words on the PowerPoint slide you were presented with during daylight. Export as a way of life, which you dismissed as generic, applicable to anyone who wants to be an innovator. Let me excavate the secrets in those words beneath your dismissal, visitor. See the shape of the future done here in the export of energy from the Orkney hub. In Orkney, you are at the heart of things, and the centre from which to move outwards is the islands, not London. Here you are at the centre of the circle, on an island surrounded by water that touches coasts and tidal estuaries around the world. Here is made the centre in island Orkney ontics. London and Los Angeles are made periphery. Orkney has to help itself, says a partner in a wind turbine farm. The UK mainland, the American continent are just other islands, different places with different needs. The international is always local somewhere, I'm reminded by an arts curator. If Orkney does not benefit, then it's a rum deal, says the renewable energy maker. Forget all you knew about scale, about the importance of the large, of the global, of Silicon Valley, visitor. What matters here is self-sufficiency, a self-reliance perpetuated by an island landscape. Self-generation is, and has been, a necessary way of life when so-called global couriers categorise you as non-UK, non-domestic, overseas, if they deliver at all. Export as a way of life, outwards from the centre, from the beating heart. So an Orkney Island Community Trust says, we aim as an island to be 100% renewable by 2012. And a renewables industry representative says, we have a roadmap for marine renewables to reach the European Union 2020 energy targets. Whereas the Secretary of State in London says, the UK's proposed share of the EU target for 2020 would be to achieve 15% of the UK's energy from renewables. Our aim is to reap the maximum benefits for the UK whilst minimising the costs. And from London pours forth a stream of government and corporate tourists, taking snapshots of the Orkney rhetoric and its roadmap, learning how to self-generate an industry, for it does not yet exist in London. Just like you, visitor, they had to come here, to learn and translate, and to try and move Orkney futures elsewhere. But are self-generated futures, generated by this particular archipelago landscape, and the landscapes generated by these futures, even movable? Are future-made places, place-made futures, simply exportable? Look closer, visitor. Remember that PowerPoint slide you translated as generic, applicable to anyone who wants to be an innovator. It said, collaborative business models. You were hunched over those slides, trying to make secrets to export. Collaborative business models was no secret, so you thought. But here, in the centre of many islands and stones, collaboration is endemic. On Orkney, you do not compete. You do not put your neighbours out of business. You collaborate. You work together to keep each other in business, the bookseller explains. The landscape is demanding. To endure, you must work together. If you move here, they wait for 2 winters, 2 stretches of what my landlady described as grey skies, grey road, grey sea, wind so fierce that you cannot leave your house and go to work, and you wonder, what am I doing here? But what you are doing is being transformed. What you are doing is committing to this land-made people, to this people-made land, committing to making its future. It is a commitment made of dwelling. Many people don't survive here. 2 winters and they are gone. The searing burn of the landscape, the people and place, quickly strip away any sublime romance of island life. Those that stay, though, are irrevocably changed. Their blood has been salted, merged, mixed. Orkney is part of me, say many. It's my home, they say, but the meaning and power of that noun, of such commitment, has gone beyond what I can translate. Do you know what that kind of home is, visitor? What did you do to commit to the place where you do business, to your community, to those collaborations of shareholders, colleagues and corporation? You dismissed Orkney collaboration because your version, like mine, is merely an imitation of such commitment to a place. It's a quick copy of such an island community, so quick in its commitment to a place that it is quick to dismiss. So, a London consultant's report to inform government decisions on renewable energy making in Orkney says, although every effort has been made to ensure the accuracy of this study and the analysis presented, the consultants accept no liability for any actions taken on the basis of its contents. Whereas in Orkney, speak and the whole island hears you, holds you to be liable. Nothing goes unremarked. Accountability, liability here is an effect of the relentless listening, picking over words and deeds, a blistering gaze that offers no respite. I, the future archaeologist, quake as I speak here. I will bleed for these words, for these futures as they are heard elsewhere in Orkney. Will you bleed for your facts and fictions? The consultant small print, familiar to you and me, visitor, are part of the legal machinations that mimic such commitment, mimic the effect of such community. They are a flattening of collaboration, as it is in Orkney, that anaesthetizes the terror of relentless accountability. The legal small print and quick copy version of collaboration cannot translate the ongoing work of the enduring landscape here, the archipelago sense of centre that makes both renewable energy futures and an implacable accountability for those futures. Quick copy collaboration makes quick copy accountability, whose landscape and location shifts and slips easily, slides into small print. The futures of the renewable energy industry here in Orkney are an effect of this particular place. But to know rather than mimic them, you must dwell here. For knowledge is not exported, but made and remade where you are. Orkney is an island experiment in renewables future making, a landscape that resists slippy, quick collaboration. You have to become part of the experiment to make and know its futures. Well, visitor, are you prepared to fill your veins with Orkney soil? Give yourself to the troughs, just pulling themselves out of those dark barrows on the horizon. Are you prepared to give yourself to the enchantment of Orkney and become part of this place and commit to its futures? For that is how you become part of its secret.